convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. At the 23-yard line. They go play action with Haskins. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. On play action, Haskins. Here's Freiermuth again. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Haskins will throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This defense for the Steelers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
McLeod to return it. Ooh, with a juke. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
50 seconds to mile. 50 seconds to mile. 50 seconds to mile.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's got his target, Harris. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6 yards left on second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Mixon running right. And some room to maneuver. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Ray McLeod to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
Fighting through it, he's got space. The 40. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Haskins throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And 2020 was a strong draft for receivers, and the Steelers got an excellent one in the second round, and Chase Claypool out of Notre Dame. 11 total touchdowns last year. Among rookies, only Jonathan Taylor of the Colts had more. A strong catch there.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go along.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Johnson's got it complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league. And last year, finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Burrow looking to pass. Another catch for Tate. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Burrow, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now it's Burrow. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Play action. Haskins. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout. Oh, some strong running. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Burrows throw into the hands of Sample. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Drew Sample was a 2nd-round pick in 2019, and the Bengals would sure love to see his role increase with Joe Burrow at quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. Chris Wormley in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. It past the 30, almost to the 25. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Down to the 25.
Tackles the 25-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Harris. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Boswell's kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
11.
Now Burrow on first down. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
11 Thomas. 12.
55 is my guy, 55. Let's go, let's go.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Haskins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Haskins. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
12.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Check 26, check 26. Deuce.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 MT.
They'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
55 is my guy, 55.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
11.
Right there, 55. Start tackling, let's go. We got this. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run with Harris into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Haskins going to try to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57 to Mike. 57
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.